Fender's made some of the most iconic, exciting guitars that we all know and love. Stratocaster, Telecaster, Jazzmaster, Jaguar, the P bass, the J bass. These have become iconic and probably the most known shapes in all of music history. But Fender's made a bunch of cool, unique pieces you might have never heard of and most likely have never seen and almost definitely have never heard in person. So I wanted to go through just my 5 that we sort of think might be the coolest ones. Some you might have snuck a glimpse at, but let's just get into it right now. So thanks for joining us. My name is Baxter. I'm here at Casino Guitars. Click like, subscribe if you like this type of content. If not, mosey on. But here we go. Number 1, the Fender Electric 12. Now this is the 12 string from Fender. A great guitar, a weird guitar. What a funny headstock too. This was designed in 1965 and it lasted until about 1970 until the re-release incarnations that have happened recently. Now it's designed for like a folk rock boom that happened in sort of the late 60s and mid areas. So it was really going to fit within that sort of Dylan and Joan Baez push. It's got the string through body bridge. It's a cool guitar. It's one of Sean's favorites. There's really not many like it except for the Rickenbacker 12. That sort of surpassed its whole glory that it could have been. It's the sort of how I look at how the Jazzmaster never became the jazz player's king guitar, but the Fender 12 is a unique, and now with it being re-released again, it's super affordable. You can get the Squire version of it. We sold a lot of those and they're cool. They sound great. That might be the way to go. We see them at guitar shows now. The vintage ones, the prices are starting to rise, so get one now if you want one. Number 2, this one's a little bit different. You might not have heard of this one, but I think they're cool too. The Fender Maverick, 1969 to 1972. Now this is a bizarre hybrid made from Electric 12 parts. This might be the first parallel universe guitar of Fender. It's a strange little monster. It was a really short run, funky looks. It's really the first attempt at Fender at recycling pieces from its inventory basis to make a guitar. Why did this not really catch on? Well, it's just weird. It looks kind of funny. It doesn't really fit into any certain player archetype necessarily, but what a unique ride you could have with this thing. It fits in that sort of just oddball zany guitar that you might be looking for. So if you're looking for something unique, find yourself a Maverick out there. They're rad. Now one of my personal favorites comes in at number 3, the Bass 6. Now this guitar came out in 1961, ran until 1975, was taken off the line, then now it's back in production again. And you can get it in multiple series, not just Squire, but you can also get it in production and then also custom shop, which we have one right now, I think. They're really cool. They're awesome. They're unique. They're odd. So it's a 6-string bass, but it's tuned an octave lower than your standard guitar. So where does this fit? It's a weird, unique anomaly in the guitar bass universe. But it was used by some of our favorite artists. The small-known group called the Beatles, The Cure. You're going to hear it in lots of texturing types of devices. It's similar to how a baritone gets used sometimes, but a very different playing experience. It plays like a bass. It's weird, but with little smaller strings, but it's a strange feeling instrument. It's very different than a baritone in that respect. It does live in sort of the tonal no man's land. That's why it's sort of gotten lost in the history until recently, I think. People are starting to find something cool about this, and I think the new guitar player of today wants to find unique things, is not just going for the Strat, the Tele, the Les Paul necessarily. Jumping in, number 4. This one's a little bit more well-known. 1966 to 72 was the run of the Coronado. This was Fender's answer to the 335. It took a swing, kind of a miss as far as like getting the direct 335 comparison. Like the build quality wasn't quite there. It's a hollow body with a bolt-on neck. I don't think the market was maybe ready for it, but also it just didn't have that sound necessarily. It's a little bit of for what it is, it's a much thinner, sort of folksy, janky sounding guitar. Now it was designed by Roger of the great Rickenbacker fame. Now, so this guitar has some great DNA in it, and it does it. It's sort of it's like almost like when Fender did their first humbucker. You know, like, we want this humbucker to compete with what Gibson's got, and they got the wide range pickups. It didn't sound anything like the PAFs or anything, but they got this whole unique thing. That's kind of like Coronado compared to like the 335. Now, why didn't it catch on? It didn't really fit with like jazz players. It didn't fit great with rock and roll players. It's a little bit jangly. So it just sort of lives in this, again, a strange area. But if you're looking for something different, hollow body wise, you can get these still fairly affordably. The vintage ones as well is what I mean. The new ones, very affordably. Number 5, the Fender Musicmaster II. Here's one more odd one here. So this is 1964 to all up to 82. Now this is another short scale student model type of guitar. It's super simple, really punchy sounding. Not for everyone's take there, but really cool for vintage collectors if you're looking for something different. This one was going right head to head with the Duosonic and the Mustang, so it really never caught popularity in the same way. That just sort of, there's only so much room in our buying collectiveness just back in those days to let one sit, and this one just didn't make the cut, but it's a really cool guitar. It's something I have a feeling you'll see some of these popping out from some master builders, maybe the odd master builders that like making strange Fenders that never became the most popular guitars ever. I think that's a great list of 5 to get you started. Now it's fun, I'm going to ask you guys in the comments below too, share your experiences with these guitars, or share the ones I left out. That's always fun, like this, to see how that sort of grows. Fender is one of those companies, you know, it's a historic legacy to us right now, but they're always trying to come up with something new. You know, they've gotten to where they have to keep making the Strats, the Tellys, the Jazzmasters, the Jags, and everything we mentioned earlier. But they're always trying to like sort of tweak it a little bit. You know, sometimes it's just a new color, a new pickup wind, a new little wiring thing. But these are some of the 5 examples of guitars that they really took their thinking cap off or put it on. I don't know what the right thing is, and like tried some different stuff. So I'm a big fan of some of these pieces here. Some are just zany and fun. I hope you enjoy learning about these, talking about them, looking at some of them. Let us know your thoughts and if you've had any of these fun toys down the road too. Thanks for joining us. Again, click like, subscribe. Have a wonderful journey out there in music land, and I'm gonna go play some guitars now. Peace be with y'all.